My husband's cheated, and now I'm the bad guy?
All right, Billie Eilish.
Trigger warning for stalking. My husband had an affair with a woman who is now being stalked and pestered both online and in person. The situation is escalating, and whoever is doing it seems to want people to think that it's the wife behind all of it. I think it's the butler. This comes from Throwaway, not a stalker, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. Well, OP said it in their Reddit username, so they clearly cannot be the stalker.
Sir, you can read it right here. I'm innocent.
Moving past infidelity is hard enough as it is, but is it even possible when there are constant reminders and ongoing repercussions almost a year later? Should I tough it out, or is this a lost cause? How do I navigate being put in the position of having to interact with my husband's affair partner if I want to salvage my own reputation? Earlier this year, I, 52 female, received a phone call from Amy, 37 female, telling me that she'd been having a years-long affair with my husband, Ben, 59 male.
Okay. Admission of guilt.
Oof. I know Amy only peripherally. We live in a smallish community when we all three work in the same industry. I'm not sure what made her finally decide to come clean, but she wanted to meet in person to explain her side of the story. When I refused, she showed up at our house and made a scene. I won't get into all the sordid details, but the immediate aftermath was horrendous. Ben and I are currently in therapy, and while we are still together, our future is uncertain at this point. I don't want to say that's the wrong choice, but he cheated on you for years?
Yeah, it just...
And never told you? She had to come and tell you?
doesn't really feel like it's coming from the right place, maybe.
As if the humiliation of being cheated on wasn't enough, Amy went public about the affair on social media, making numerous video updates about her side of the story. Who cares?
How is anyone taking the side of the affair partner?
I literally, like, if I saw, like, who cares about your side? Who cares?
Apparently enough people to disparage OP's reputation.
She had a fair number of followers on a few different platforms. We also know people in common, so this all circulated quickly around town. To be clear, we are relatively prominent figures where we live, and we own a successful business together. Oh no. Amy described herself as a vulnerable, insecure woman who was swept away by a charming man working in an industry she was trying to get ahead in. It's just the Clintons. He strung her along, told her he loved her, and played on her emotions.
Really quick, it makes perfect sense now why I think they're trying to make this work, or why OP's trying to.
Yeah, because they're prominent figures.
Right, small town, big business.
Dude, it's just the Clintons.
You gotta have the optics on point.
Yeah. According to Ben, they hooked up a handful of times over the past 3 years, usually when they found themselves at an event together without me. Yikes.
Gross.
He insists there was no emotional involvement and that he had been trying to distance himself from her at the time she contacted me. I don't care. That's a bad excuse. Yeah, well, when she started reaching out to you, I was trying to not see her. Yeah. Not well, but I was trying.
It's like the local arsonist being like, I was trying to put the fire out, but I only had one little cup of water. So
and I started the fire too, yes.
I may have started the fire.
I still don't know which of these narratives is closest to the truth, and I probably never will. For what it's worth, Ben showed me his phone, and the communication he has had with her seems to support his story, though of course I don't know if he deleted the more danging messages. Amy has threatened repeatedly to post proof that there was an actual relationship between them, but as far as I'm aware, has not done so. I know how this all sounds and how it makes me look staying in this marriage, and I can admit now that I initially directed my anger at Amy and downplayed Ben's involvement. But with everything that's happened since, I feel like I'm completely unable to parse my emotions about all of this. After a flurry of scandal, people eventually lost interest in our dirty laundry, and Ben and I started the long process of deciding how to move forward. I blocked Amy everywhere, so I was not tempted to check in on her. Then, about 3 months ago, I suddenly received a barrage of notifications and direct messages on social media. I was horrified to see that they were from people I didn't know, accusing me of being behind a troll account that was viciously, publicly attacking Amy online, making comments to the effect of her being a sleut, a liar, a homewrecker, not welcome in our town. This person had also combed through my social media and was posting pictures of me and Ben, saying that Amy would never have what we have. The troll was following just one other account, mine.
Yeah, the biggest ICU of all time.
What? It's Amy.
Oh, 100%. 1,000%. This is
she's
Amy
trying to
victimizing herself and being like, see, I should be her.
I should be with Ben. His wife is terrible. Yeah. Amy's plethora of online friends had apparently concluded that the wife was the most likely suspect. OP would have to be so stupid to do all of this and then also follow her own account. Like, you would have to be just a really bad troll, which I guess there are a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility, but
there's some people who would try to pull that. Be like, I should follow myself just because I like my profile.
I just want another follower.
Yeah.
I just want an even 900. I had to make all of my social media private, including my business accounts, but not before having the humiliating experience of a bunch of internet strangers telling me that I'm old and ugly and that there was a reason my husband had cheated on me. I recruited a close friend to look into things since I just wasn't up to it myself, and Ben is pretty illiterate when it comes to social media and relationships. This friend went back through Amy's posts, and apparently she has continued making regular video updates about the affair and its fallout. According to these, someone has been stalking and pestering her since she went public about it. Why would you go public about it?
Yeah, it's...
For the followers.
I just... Obviously, no one deserves to be stalked or pestered or anything like that. But why would you go public about a thing where you're so obviously in the wrong?
Dude, this is exactly what Gary Vee was talking about way back in the day, where he was like, he predicted the future of like streaming and it's like you just are monetizing everything that happens in your life at all times.
What's it?
Yeah,
everything
like,
is a product.
Yeah.
It's like you put yourself out to be like ridiculed, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm being ridiculed.
It's the, whatchamacallit, any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, that's what it feels
You know? Yeah. It's not like bad publicity. It's just anything out there. People pay
Anything
attention
about
to me.
is me getting famous. It started with nasty anonymous text messages saying essentially she'd be run out of town. She posted screenshots of these and said in a video she suspected they were from me. Someone also hand-delivered a threatening letter directly to her mailbox. All signs pointed to this being someone local who had both her phone number and home address. And maybe it was her.
Yeah,
and not just a random online troll with too much time on their hands.
She's actually sleepwalking and doing all of this to herself without knowing it.
Because she feels so guilty. My friend also let me know that the troll account that was ostensibly me went quiet after 2 or 3 days, and that Amy had chastised people who went after me, saying she didn't think it was me doing this.
She's like, wait. I think I'm in crime territory. I'm starting to commit a crime. Everyone stop. Please stop.
Guys, stop. A few weeks after all of this, Ben and I received a message from Amy's employer regarding some emails he'd been sent. These were all from an anonymous sender, but there were hints that I was behind them. The email address contained Ben's and my initials. Again, OP would just have to be so stupid to do this.
The most obvious red herring.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the email says OP's the villain. And they're like, well.
Yeah, from an email from OP really hates Amy at gmail.com.
It's gotta be her. And the sender's name was my own first name.
Okay.
They're like, well, it says here.
And then this person thinks like, I am the puppet master.
Yeah.
Everyone dances to my strings.
They think
and
they're
it's like,
so smart. It's just that these people are so stupid.
Oh, God.
The gist of it was that certain unnamed influential people in the community were concerned about him employing Amy. The sender asked him to consider the business implications of having a prostitute working for him. There were several spicy-related, suggestive, semi-unclothed pictures of Amy attached, which turned out to be pictures she had posted openly on an NSFW social media account. We assured her boss that this had nothing to do with us and that we weren't interested in jeopardizing her employment. I'm sorry, if she's posting that on a public account, she is jeopardizing her own employment.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's like, I found this evidence on a public Instagram profile with her name on it.
We also made the decision to reach out to Amy, and she seemed grateful to hear from us. We wanted her to know this had nothing to do with us and told her that we'd be willing to help if there was anything we could do.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that OP has to reach out to the affair partner and be like, hey, we'll help you out after this woman cheated with her husband for years is...
Well,
wow.
It just makes you think that this business that they have has got to be their whole life.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't, I can't imagine putting up with this.
No, not at all. And it's got to be so related to like public eye, you know?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's horrifying. It's like, so you've been with this guy, I assume probably a long time. You have an entire business together. Everyone in town knows you. And then he cheats on you. It's like, now you're going to have to rebuild your whole life from the ground up. And it's entirely not your fault. It's like such a hard spot to be put in.
Ben and I already have been talking about retaining a lawyer and hiring a PI. Amy asked if we could write a statement that she could post on social media saying that we did not condone this behavior, that we supported her as a member of the community, and that we wanted the person behind it to stop immediately. It struck me as an odd request, but it seemed harmless enough if it would help. Then Amy suggested that we all meet for dinner to figure out the details and to finally clear the air between us. No, I'm not meeting for dinner with my husband's affair partner.
You're not really going to clear the air. It's like the air is musty and dank because you're the affair partner of my husband. So it's never going to get clear.
I shut that down immediately. I assume she's looking for closure or forgiveness or something along those lines. Yeah, I mean, that's why she told you, because she felt guilty.
Yeah, OP's just a good enough person to be like, I guess like no one deserves to be like actively like stalked and harassed. So I don't like that. I still don't like you, but whatever.
And I'm not at all interested in that. I'm sorry for what she's going through, but I don't like this woman. And I never will. Makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
I certainly don't want to sit down with her and have dinner and drinks. The call went sideways from there and ended on a very strange and sour note. I drew a hard line with Ben that we were not going to provide a statement or communicate with her directly in any way going forward, and he readily agreed. My friend has still been reporting back to me. Since the email incident, things have continued to escalate. Amy's apartment was broken into and her NSFW account hacked.
All right. Starting to think maybe it's not Amy.
I think it might not be Amy. She filed a report about the break-in, but the police were unhelpful since there was apparently no sign of forced entry and nothing missing.
Wait. Okay, just kidding. Now I'm thinking it might be Amy.
Wait. How did she know she was broken into?
Well, so, okay, there's two things. Either Amy was trying to stage a break-in and, like, just tried to make it look like a break-in, didn't know it.
Yeah.
Or the scary thing, which is that it's real, and sometimes those kind of people will, like, you know, they'll, like, break in and not take anything, but they'll, like, move something so that you'll, like, know someone was there.
But how do they not force entry?
That's, you know, that would
how
be,
did they get
I don't
in?
know, a lock pick. Maybe they have some skills. I don't know.
They're too skilled.
But hopefully it's just a fake because, again,
hope so.
We never wish, no one wants to wish that upon anybody. It's horrific.
Just her belongings had been conspicuously moved around to show that someone had been there. The hack involved someone accessing her account and making a single post using a pet name she used for Ben that apparently only the two of them knew. I'm once again thinking it's Amy.
Well, and then that's incredibly suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's trying to be like, let me plant this fake evidence to make it like really scary. Like, how do they know the pet name? It's like,
well, only 2 people know about that. So,
uh-oh.
She quickly recovered the account, but apparently in spite of changing all her passwords, someone is still regularly accessing multiple accounts of hers and possibly stealing private pics. I had initially entertained the idea that this might be the work of a misguided friend, but I no longer think so. I can't imagine anyone I know going this far. From what I've seen, the pesterer seems to be trying to give the impression that it's me and that I'm too old and unsophisticated to effectively hide my identity, but also apparently an expert burglar and hacker somehow? Yeah, like OP's a lockpick now?
Yeah.
Amy is the obvious main target, but this unhinged person seems happy to have me as collateral damage. Since our call, Amy has posted videos openly wondering whether Ben and I are indeed the perpetrators. She's furious with us, saying that our only concern is for our own reputations and asking why we refuse to come out publicly and demand a stop to the pesterment since if it's not us, this person at least seems to be acting on our behalf.
Didn't they do that like explicitly already? They've done that?
I don't think they have.
I think I remember them saying me like, we've come out and been like, yeah, I mean, we don't support this.
I think
like, we
she
don't
asked
want
them to do
happen.
it. I think she asked them to do it, and they were like, yeah, we'll do it. But then she was like, let's meet up and clear the air. And they were like, no.
Yeah, well,
And I think that kind of
no
ended
dinner,
it.
but we'll let people know we don't like you being stalked.
Yeah. She says it's unfair that she is the only one suffering the consequences of the affair.
Holy guacamole. Oh,
The only one suffering the consequences of the affair?
oh my God. Hey, did you know there's other people that exist in the world besides you, Amy?
Yeah, I'm sure the wife of the person that you had the affair with
Oh my God.
is maybe affected
Just a complete
by the affair.
lack of awareness.
Wow, she sucks. She hasn't quite gone so far as to accuse me explicitly, but she has said that she thinks that Ben knows who's behind it. He's adamant that he doesn't, and I believe him. My close friends have all been supportive, but I know that there are rumors circulating about me. My own social media is still locked down because I get pestered by Amy's friends anytime she posts if I open it up. In terms of my relationship, I'm furious at Ben for putting me in this situation. Originally, I felt strongly that I wanted to try to save my marriage, and this all has me wanting to just walk away. However, I don't want to give some crazy stalker the satisfaction of making that decision for me, and honestly, how do I know if divorcing Ben will even allow me to extricate myself from this situation? How can I reasonably move forward when this person is keeping us trapped in the past? How much support do we owe to Amy? But your support would be great. If you could listen to full episodes with stories just like this, just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime.
Please.
Please.
Please!
There is a little bit left to the story.
It's crazy that OP is being actively harassed by
Yes.
Amy's audience, and
Yes.
Amy is like, I'm the only
I'm
one
the only one affected.
suffering. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
how about stop posting about it?
Yes.
Like, step one.
I truly, if you are like, again, not condoning pestering, stalking, any of that at all. But if you are receiving all of these threats and such, maybe don't continue to post about them. Don't continue to post about your role in an affair if you're receiving backlash for it.
Right.
That's just like safety. Don't do that.
And it's like, obviously, look, if that break-in was real, you get cameras like the next day, get something. You gotta, watch your back if that's real.
Exactly.
But like, the fact that she just keeps posting about it makes me feel like it's not real. Because if someone broke into my house because of some like drama in my life, I would shut up. I would try to move on and like not make my life completely centered around that.
Well, I'm imagining what the video must look like because I'm assuming she's posting all of these videos of herself. I'm imagining comes on her live.
They're like, get ready with me, as I'm sure.
Yeah, get ready. And I feel like she comes on and she says, my house was broken into. And then she's like showing the house and she's like, that used to be over there. That nothing was broken. Nothing was stolen. Things were slightly moved. There wasn't a break-in. Like, that's all suspicious.
Yeah, honestly, I think just given the fact that she said she's the only one going through any, I think that is the nail in the coffin for me, that it's her. Because like,
well, we know
she's
it
like,
has to be someone in the community. We know that has to be someone who is like would be close enough to know about the name, which apparently is only the two of them. So maybe it's a hacker.
Well, it's just the whole vibe is that it's like, I'm younger and I'm better and I'm like, and look, she's so old and incompetent. She's like, she doesn't even know how to make a fake email right. Like, and I'm so much better than her. Like, because look, because she's doing this. Also, she's doing this to me. So look how terrible she is. It's like, and because clearly, like the husband said, he's like pulling away. So now affair partners be like, no. And now, if there's an uneven thing there, she's like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him back.
Well, yeah, she's like, I'm going to break up. Well, I think first she went to OP expecting OP to end the marriage when she told her that Ben was cheating with her.
That is a great point. Yeah.
And now she's doing all this pestering and stuff of OP to, again, figure out another way to end this marriage, I feel like.
Yeah.
I do not like her one bit, but I don't think she deserves this treatment by a long shot. And it seems more and more like she might be in actual danger. Besides the break-in, there was also an incident where she was followed by a van with darkened windows.
According to her, though.
Yeah, I need like...
That sounds like the most like cartoon, like what do I... Oh yeah, it was a van with dark windows.
Again,
Like-
if this is actually happening, terrible. I hope she gets help. I hope she's safe.
But bro, your stalker...
It just doesn't sound real.
Your stalker can stalk you in a Honda Accord. He doesn't need a van with blacked out windows. It's like... That it just sounds like she's like, what's the thing that I see in my head when I think of the word stalker?
The break-in.
the van
but
with
I don't have any
black
proof of
windows.
an actual break-in, so they moved stuff.
Yeah, dude. No, your stalker's following you around in an old RAV4, not a kidnapper van. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. But there's a little bit left to the story. We certainly have more resources available to us than she does, but I feel like every time she has an opening, she uses it to try to insert herself into our lives. She says in her videos that she still loves Ben despite all of this. Yeah, we know. If this marriage or even just my sanity is going to survive, I feel there can't be any further communication with her. Does keeping her at arm's length make me look culpable for the pesterment? And since Amy is the one with all the evidence, how can we investigate it on our end without her cooperation? And that's the end of that story, folks.
I gotta say, I don't think keeping someone at arm's length will make you look more guilty because typically people who are like obsessed with harassing someone are like pretty like active in their zone, right?
Yeah.
It's like they want to see, they want to reap the rewards of their hard work.
Exactly.
So
I don't know.
I'm 98% sure Amy is just trying to break up that marriage and get Ben back somehow.
Don't quite believe it. Lilith Hyde says if it comes out Amy is making police reports and that she is the one doing it, she likely goes to jail for false reporting.
Dude, Donna McGregor comments the Jesse Smollett School of Stalking.
Smoulier.
What is that?
You don't remember this?
You don't know that? So that was like an actor
It's
in like a
Juicy
big
Smoulier.
TV show, and it was like he was like this was like during like all of like the crazy like political like MAGA crap like back in like 2016, 18, somewhere around there. And he like faked like a hate crime basically. But like by faking it in like the most like crazy nonsense. It was just like in the middle of the night in like Chicago, like he like painted this picture and then the cops investigated and were like, yeah, this is not real.
This
Like
is
these
fake.
are clearly like two people you hired to do this.
Yeah.
And like, it was.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing.
Yeah. So
I just, again, if you guys are ever, experiencing anything like this, don't post about it. Go to the police.
yeah, straight up.
Don't. Why would you do that?
Yeah, because it's like you're also, if you are being stalked and you're doing this, you're just like feeding that person. Like, they're just like, oh, nom, 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 nom. Oh,
she's like, I'm on this street and this street right now, and there's a van. She's live. I'm on this street and this street, and there's a van following me.
I just see that like one of those like Google AI videos that have been coming out of like all the fake vloggers of her like running like, this van keeps following me around my neighborhood. I guess I'm just going to go back to my house and leave my doors unlocked.
Lead them back to my house. But there is another story, folks.
I caught my fiance cheating on me.
Jail.
Directly to jail.
Straight to jail.
I'm embarrassed. In my line of work, weakness is not tolerable, and I would be a laughingstock.
Oh my
Whoa,
goodness.
That's really intense.
Weakness is not tolerated.
He works at a used car dealership. I'm 32 years old. I met my girlfriend, Joanne, 29 years old, on the 31st of December 2004 at a New Year's Eve party. For me, it was almost love at first sight.
Almost?
We only talked for an hour, but I couldn't get her out of my head for weeks. By the way, this comes from user, why would she? And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, I was dating someone else at the time, and the second week in January, I was still thinking about this relatively trivial conversation I'd had with Joanne. I told my current girlfriend at the time that things couldn't work out. I didn't know if I would see Joanne ever again, but I'd felt something in that one conversation I'd never felt before. It was an amicable split. I was honest and told her I liked her, but didn't love her. I tried to track Joanne down through friends and the like, and these were the days before Facebook, and I never used MySpace. I finally got a hold of her number, and when I rang, she said she remembered me too.
Ooh.
Ooh.
She's got a crush on you.
I asked her out on a date, and we spent a lot of time together. Another guy in our social group fancied Joanne, so we took it slowly. We were very cryptic about how we felt and didn't even kiss until about a month of seeing each other.
Dang, man.
It's not been all sunshine and lollipops, though, and I'll be the first to admit we've had our problems like any other couple. We broke up once about 3 years ago, but weren't apart for more than 3 months. We've lived both together and apart. Whatever happened, I thought I'd been the most reasonable, loving, and caring boyfriend that I could be. When she was exiled out of the home because her parents moved to Australia, I financially supported her until she got on her feet. These were tough times. It was hard for both of us, and but I felt we grew because of them.
Is that really getting kicked out if your parents are moving?
To Australia?
Yeah. They're like,
You have to leave because we're leaving.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
I guess so.
Technically.
But I feel like when you say like, oh, she was kicked, she was punted out, the connotation is like they stayed there and she left.
Yeah.
But everyone left.
She was amicably exiled.
Amicably.
I felt that going through all of this was something special. So I proposed on New Year's Eve last year after taking her to the place we first met. A bar with a rooftop balcony thing. I got down on one knee and she cried and said yes. The last 6 months, I've been working really hard. I'm in sales.
No weakness.
Honestly, I knew it.
That's so funny.
I knew it.
That's so funny. You can't show weakness in sales?
Alpha mentality. How are you going to sell if you can't sell yourself to your girlfriend?
So true.
I'm in sales, and we've had a potentially life-changing deal coming through that would make the company I'm with millions in the next 5 to 8 years. I haven't stopped working my butt off, and I've told her it's going to be tough, but that I'm doing it for us. If I get it, I told her, we could have an absolute dream wedding. Well, the last couple of months have been nail-biting, but I finally secured the deal and netted myself a huge bonus and job security for life. I was on cloud 9, so I bought Joanne and I some tickets to go away and celebrate. Yesterday, my boss let me go home early because of my work, and I thought
I see you.
Oh, and I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to surprise her.
I'm seeing the you, man. Uh-oh.
Oh no, dude, enjoy cloud 9.
He was so happy.
I hope you really enjoy being on cloud 9,
Sometimes
dude.
when you get on cloud 9, the fall is pretty rough.
Sometimes you get on cloud 9 and your wife cheats on you.
Yeah, and then you fall really for a really long time.
And then you're on
'Cause you're so high
cloud.
But you can't show weakness because you work in sales.
I nipped in the flower shop?
I nipped into the flower shop.
Is that a phrase?
Mm-hmm.
I nipped into the flower shop and got her a bunch of white roses before slipping back home for a shower and to get out of my suit.
Where is my super suit?
I was driving in my white Mercedes to her house on top of the world. Work was brilliant, the weather was beautiful, I had the perfect surprise, and I couldn't wait to tell her.
Bummer, man.
Anyway, we all know where this is going.
Oh, no.
When I arrived, there was a SUV parked outside that I had seen before but couldn't place.
Stalker.
The penny didn't even drop when the door was unnaturally locked. Stalker, automatic.
Stalker.
Stalking.
Stalking.
Amy, where you at?
Yeah.
I unlocked the door and called her name. There was some music playing and I didn't hear her reply. I figured she was in the shower and fixed myself a glass of water and some water for the flowers. In the kitchen, there were some cheap wine and 2 glasses. Then I heard the bed banging.
No! He's on cloud 9, though.
The most horrific sound you could hear.
No, maybe she's
jumping
just
on the
making
bed.
the bed
Cloud.
really aggressively.
She's jumping on the bed with the monkeys.
There's just monkeys.
Hi, there's
My
my
girlfriend
monkeys jump on
secretly
the
has
bed.
4 chimpanzees she hangs out with every day without my knowledge.
Dude, all those monkeys were falling off that bed.
Stop giving the chimps wine. My heart sank, and I put all the pieces together. I walked to the stairs, and at the bottom, there was this pair of ruined old leather boots covered in dirt. I was red with rage.
How could he bring in dirty
Dang,
boots?
You know what it is? dude, she found herself a blue-collar man. While
And
you're
he's
at
like,
your
"But I work in
white-collar job,
sales,
she found
and
a
I drive a
blue-collar man.
Mercedes. How could you do this to me?"
Wow. Dang. I was red with rage. I walked up the stairs and I could hear him calling her a slut. I swung her bedroom door open and there she was, playing around.
Yikes.
Getting effed.
She was monkeying
She was
around.
effing.
Monkeying it around on the bed.
Oh,
She
man.
leaped up with the reflexes of a cat.
How did she do that if she was getting napped?
It's those cat-like reflexes. Can always land on their feet. And before I knew it, he had his pants on.
That
How are
fast?
they so quick? How?
That's crazy.
They've been practicing
That's
for
a
this moment.
superpower.
That's insane. How did he even find his pants that quick? They were just on. This doesn't make sense.
I looked at him and I recognized him. It was this guy that owns a vegan cafe near my place.
No, he's not even
Dang.
blue collar.
He's not a blue collar.
His boots are just dirty for no reason.
His boots are dirty from gardening.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We'd been a few times and he had a couple of parties she had been to with friends. He tried to explain himself. Wait. I was just making love to your wife. But I just told him to get the F out right now. He left so quick, he forgot to take his cheap wine with him.
Wow.
He left his dirty boots and his cheap wine in my house.
He left his $2 chuck on the counter.
It was a box wine.
I couldn't believe it. She ran over to touch me, hug me or something. I told her she disgusted me, and I left. I went straight to my car, and she followed me out, pathetically asking me to hear her story. I told her not to effing call me and dropped my personal mobile out of the window. I own a work one, but it's blocked from anyone other than colleagues. I went home, got in the shower, and just cried.
Man went from cloud 9 to the 7th circle of hell.
That's a rough turnaround. I called and told my boss everything. He's a great friend and one of 3 people who know. He's told me to have a holiday from work and that I've done more than enough in the last year. He told me to take a week and then see how I feel. She's been knocking on my door and calling my landline, so I plugged it out. My friend stopped by earlier after he heard what happened from my boss. A lot of my friends are worried. They haven't heard from me and can't get in contact because I dropped my phone. Yeah, I would say this is the last moment that you want to isolate yourself from your support system.
Yeah, no, you need to check, call them up. That's the thing. He's like, I can't show weakness.
Yeah.
You gotta
Get
show
over
weakness
that, brother.
to your friends. That's what they're there for. They care about you. And if they think that you're being weak, then they're gone.
We are all weak. We are all strong.
Agreed. We contain multitudes.
Anyway, I'm just confused. Why would she do it? With this broke jackbutt, this piece of crap that couldn't support an effing puppy. Edit, some of you have given me advice to take an STD test. I've already booked one with my private physician for tomorrow. As far as what other action I've taken, I just bought a new mobile online and I have canceled all debit payments on my card for her gym membership, business classes, and everything else. I don't think I'm going to ask her why. I'm just angry now. Yeah, you don't really need to know why, because the why really has nothing to do with you.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's
like
never to do with you.
No. If she had problems in your relationship, she should have brought them up to you and had a mature adult conversation. Instead, she cheated on you with the guy that she met at a vegan cafe.
That no matter what she could describe, the end of the day, why she did it was because she decided she wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I think the answer is obvious. She didn't care enough about me to have a bit of restraint. Comments. Number 1. Well, before we get into the comments, Sophia, do you have anything to break down? You want to break it down over there, Sophia?
Man. Well, I think 1, as we've said, go to your friends. Let people support you. It's easy to want to kind of close yourself off and deal with this all by yourself, but that's not helpful in the long run.
Very dangerous too, because if you, so many people, it's like immediately it's like drink or whatever, that's the coping mechanism, and that's not good.
No.
Completely unsustainable.
The healthiest way to get over something that's happened to you is to reach out to people.
Yeah. And to keep, you got to keep living life. You got to keep living your life. Go out there, do something brand new you've never done before, never even thought about doing.
Go drive your Mercedes around.
Go play frisbee golf.
Go on a vacation that you wanted to go on with your partner.
Take a
But
paper
go without her.
mache crafts class.
Go to one of those rec rooms where you break everything.
Yeah. Learn how to do a handstand. Anything. But you got to do something.
You've got to learn how to do a handstand.
Comments. Comment 1. Let me start with, it's her, not you. This is cliche, but true. It's pretty clear she's been
That rhymed.
riding your relationship for years, probably out of guilt. At first, she probably loved the attention and the romance. Now, 7 years later, with a proposal on her back, it's terrifying. She probably loves you as much as one can without wanting to be your wife. She's either not ready for marriage or she just doesn't want to be with you and doesn't know how to end it. I'm sure she feels completely awful about what she's done, but don't let her back in. You're doing the right thing. As for why the broke butt vegan it's probably has everything to do with just not being you. He's casual and probably treats her like crap, which is how she wants to feel because she knows what she's doing is wrong and hurtful. It's a very sad cycle.
Dang, that comment was insightful.
Very insightful, yeah.
Yeah.
We are very complicated primates with very complicated primate brains that sometimes make us do contrary things
Yeah.
to how we feel and think. But at the end of the day, she still decided, despite her primate brain being confusing,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna make it with this vegan guy.
And like, why a vegan guy? He was there.
He was there. She said, if this feels good, I'm gonna explore this.
He was there and available.
And that was her, that was her conscious decision. Update. Let's just jump into it.
Right in.
First, just to clarify, I know I came off as a materialistic jackbutt in my original post. I mean, not really, but I don't look down on anyone less well off or anything. The comments about the vegans' crappy SUV and boots, etc., I said out of anger, duh, of course. Not because I hate poor people. Money does mean a lot to me, but my ex-girlfriend meant a lot more. Family, friends, loved ones all come above my work. So it's been about a week now since it happened, and I can just say this, Reddit, I'm heartbroken. I was angry and confused last time I posted, but now I'm just lonely and devastated. You friends.
Yeah.
Friends. This is the time where you go out. Hit the town.
Party.
Do something.
Nip into the flower shop.
Take a little excursion.
Go on a hike.
Take a stroll through country.
Go on a bike ride.
Smite the vegan.
Just
Go eat barbecue.
A lovely stroll
Eat a bunch
through
of
God's
meat
country.
if you need to.
The day after I posted on Reddit, I met up with her at a Starbucks to find out some answers to my question, why? The truth is she didn't have any. She said she didn't know why she did it. That she does love me and that she does want to marry me, but that sometimes when she was with me lately, she just didn't feel like she really wanted to be there. Then I said that I feel like that sometimes, but I don't go out and F waitresses. Then she turned and went all crazy, saying I'm too possessive and that she should have some freedom. You want freedom to bang the vegan business owner?
Well, now you know. Now you know that she sucks and she is going to blame it all on you.
Well, this, honestly, I feel like from all the stories you read,
it's like neglect and then like point. Like it's like you won't take any of the blame.
I'm not sure what how they like nothing becomes their fault. It's deflection.
Yeah,
I just think it's like look, they've been together for what 7 years, 8 years, and now she's like, you're being possessive over me. It's like she just got to a point where she's like, I'm not feeling as strongly about my partner anymore, and instead of being like, because that will freaking happen. When you're with someone for 10 years, you're not going to always feel like they're the best person ever, top of the world, always.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it just, you go through phases.
Right. So,
and if you're a mature adult, you have conversations about that.
Right.
And you figure out ways to, I don't know, spice up the relationship or talk to them about what you're feeling. Instead, she felt these things, blamed you for them, and then hooked up with someone and then was like, well, it's OP's fault.
And is now like, it's still your fault. Yeah. She said that cheating happens every day and I shouldn't take it so personally.
That's an insane response.
Yeah, just you walk up and leave at this point, brother. This is why you don't even need this. You never need to have this conversation.
And then you should say, well, breaking up happens every day, so you shouldn't take it so personally.
There it is. I fully advocate for no one to ever have this conversation because the answer is always
Yeah.
Because they wanted to.
Because they wanted to. That's also just an insane excuse that you could use for literally anything. Like you could be like, well, people die every day, so don't take it so personally.
yeah.
What?
Crazy.
Everything happens every day.
Crazy.
Hold on.
Well, no, that's not true.
Okay.
Is there still an
October
echo, Chad?
31st, 2018.
Christmas only happens one day, but
No, I don't even
you know
hear
what I
it.
mean.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Then the tears came, and then the begging. I asked her what it is she loved about me, and she couldn't say anything beyond the standard cliches. Brother, why are you? This is just hurting you. Stop. I listed off a huge string of things about her, and finally said, those were things I loved about you. I told her how betrayed I felt and how I'd never imagined being in another relationship apart from ours in my whole life ever again. I told her that this was probably the worst thing that anyone had done to me personally in my whole life. Her tears set me off, and before I knew it, we were two bawling idiots sat in Starbucks and everyone was looking at us. Finally, I told her that despite how destroyed I was now, that there were some signs that it was coming anyway. I told her that I don't think she felt the same way about the relationship as I did, at least not in the last year. She was still crying, and I said, Joanne, thank you for some of the best years of my life, and you go F yourself for ruining them. I'll send your stuff over tomorrow. You can keep everything I have apart from the ring and my external hard drive. The next day, a mutual friend went over to hers and dropped her stuff off and picked up my external drive. I took the ring off her at Starbucks. Since then, well, it hasn't been pretty.
I can't imagine that it would be.
I've been smoking so much. I never usually do. I must be going through a whole pack a day. I suppose it's better in the short term than booze. And there's a second update.
Friends, stop. Go to your friends, please.
Handstand. Handstand, my guy.
Get really into handstands.
Get 3 friends. Learn how to handstand.
Learn
Or
how to make like matcha.
Get 3 friends together and learn how to do that thing where you all make like a human table.
Yeah,
You all like
those are
lean
fun.
on each other.
We should do
Yeah.
that.
We should
that.
do that.
I mean, like, get really into something that you can, I don't know, like every time you have that feeling, you just go and make a matcha.
Just please,
Like a
literally
really-
anything in the whole world, but like
Yeah.
isolating yourself and just
Yeah,
like drinking.
No,
For the love of God, anything but that.
please.
It is
And
never
smoking-
a good
smoking
And
coping
a
smoking,
mechanism.
yeah,
a
don't, nothing
day?
addictive, please.
Yeah. Also, of course, smoking is bad.
Just any vice, honestly.
Yeah.
A healthy
Okay.
vice. Do a healthy vice.
Handstands.
running.
Become addicted to handstands.
Running.
Just like
working
run every
out.
time you're sad. I don't
Yeah.
know. I hate running, but
I
you know,
hate running.
maybe you like running.
Hello, Reddit. It's been almost 2 months since I updated. Well, I wish I could give you all a happy ending and tell you that I got over her and managed to start a new energetic life with my focus on friends and work.
Yay!
No, it's an I wish.
You
It's
know.
an I
Oh,
wish.
No.
I wish I could. Get ready, folks, because I bet this is going to be really, really rough. But you know what?
No,
Just
this is
keep it in your head that this
sad.
guy can still be on the upswing.
Yeah. You
All
gotta
right,
You
he's
can get
down
back
but
to
not
cloud
out.
9.
you gotta go
can
through the rough
back
to get
there.
that diamond, baby.
Down but not out. Unfortunately, this is not the case. 2 weeks after my update, I lost my job. I came into work one morning on the day I was meeting an important client, and I was loaded on substances and wasted on whiskey from the night before. It wasn't the first time it had happened in those few weeks. Why were you already back at work? I thought your boss said you could take like a freaking vacation. You should not have gone back while you were still doing
No.
this, dude. Oh, man. I bet you didn't tell your boss you were still going through it, though. I bet you... Oh, no.
I guarantee you the boss could tell, but at the end of the day, it's also on OP.
It's true.
OP came into work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, my boss and friend told me that he couldn't let me see my client in the state I was in, that I hadn't shaved in days, and that it was obvious I was strung out on something. He did everything he could, but the managing director of my firm called me and basically said that he wanted to thank me for everything I did, but that the breakup had hit me hard and I was becoming a detriment to the organization I helped build. He offered me a very generous redundancy package and explained to me that if I didn't take it, they would have to issue me with a substance test, and if I failed that, which I knew I would be out of the door. This was all off of the record, of course, and done because of the great relationships I built there and the work I had done to make the company what it was. I accepted and worked my last week at a company I loved and helped build. I had made this company millions in the last 6 months I was there and was devastated that I was pushed into the corner, which made me leave. And I have no fun transition for this, but you can listen to full episodes with stories just like this on Spotify or iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search OK Storytime. You know, stories coming to an end here. At least they gave you like some kind of like, hey, man, normally you'd be gone, but we'll give you, we want to take care of you because we know you're going through it at least.
Exactly. I think that like, just remember, you know, this is temporary, this feeling of, you know, being so deep in the hole.
Yeah.
But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You have people who clearly care about you, including the place that you work at, even though that you no longer have this
A little
job.
bit. Well, Miss Jaybird has a comment. I think it's really relevant right now. Miss Jaybird says they could have sent him to rehab or help before straight to firing. But I think this is probably where that, at the beginning of the story, he's like, you can't show weakness.
Yeah.
I think maybe because of how much he did, they're like willing to give this package to him. But it sounds like maybe it's an environment where it's like they don't maybe believe in mental health. Or they know, like,
Potentially,
you know,
yeah. If that's how he approached it at the beginning.
Right. So it's like they're not going to be like, oh, go to therapy, go to rehab. They're going to be like, this is actually a personal character fault, and we don't want someone like you working here, which is wrong and not fair. And you'd think if this guy was such an asset, they would really have tried to help him a little bit more.
Yeah,
but
it's sad. Red
honestly,
Bull Rana
sales
said,
culture, that's common.
Red Bull Rana says, I'd say that if he got himself clean, straightened back up, talked to the employers, he'd probably get his job back.
Yeah,
I
would
think
agree.
potentially, if he like came back around and truly got, you know, just really improved himself after this rock bottom moment, I think potentially they would take him back because of how much he's done for the company, or they might give him like a very favorable recommendation for somewhere else, you know?
My redundancy package was 6 figures, and with my savings, it basically means I can live comfortably with no job for like 2 years. I didn't go to Vegas, and I have lost some friends being a jackbutt to them over the last few months. A couple that I can rely on have stuck with me, and I love them like brothers for that, and will never forget it. As for everyone else, I have developed a strong hatred for them, which it's like drinking poison and thinking it's going to hurt your enemy, even when I know it's not their fault. I think really counseling would super help you, dude.
Please,
therapy.
please.
I know you.
I really worry that OP's like in that mindset of like, I can't go to therapy.
Yeah.
It's not
'Cause it's
manly.
weak.
It's not manly.
Come on, man.
Please.
It's weird. I'll get paranoid and think they're not on my side and that they think I deserve it. Such a ridiculous notion, but it feels true. And that is the end of that story. And that makes sense, brother, because you were betrayed very deeply. So, of course, your brain's probably in a state where it's going to assume
Everyone
the worst
is the
of
problem,
a lot of people.
yeah.
Wow.
I really hope that you find and get the help that you need and that you're able to, you know, get out of this bad place.
Yeah.
But therapy.
It also sucks because you're showing your ex, you know, that she's really got to you. It's hard.
Yeah, but it's honestly like, I don't like that, dude. Like the whole like where it's like the optics needs to be like, oh, we broke up. Like I'm posting on my Instagram story that it's like, stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop making it
There's no
about that
winning,
other person now.
Yeah.
Just make it about the next day. Stop looking
I
at
think after
yesterday.
a breakup, I mean, there is this feeling of like, I need to win. I need to be in a better place than, especially if you have a thing where they've betrayed you. Like, I need to be in a better place than they are. But I think when you are truly effectively dealing with the breakup, you aren't even thinking about them. You're just living your life for yourself.
Right. You know, there is no hatred. There's nothing. It's indifference.
Indifference.
Yeah. It just sucks his OP was taking all that anger out on, you know, his support system.
Yeah.
Which is, you take your anger out somewhere, but yeah.
But at least he's got there's people who stuck with him.
But we have another story. My girlfriend cheated on me, but she won't let me go.
That isn't how that works.
I've been with ex-girlfriend Vanessa for the past 5 years. We met at a convention for one of our hobbies and started just talking about the hobby itself with no other goal in mind. We started dating when she confessed that she liked me as more than a friend, and it was mutual. I just kept quiet because I didn't really want to ruin the friendship, and I wasn't really expecting her to be interested in me. By the way, this comes from Throwaway Wanted Over, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, we dated for about 2 years steadily before we moved in together. Our families meshed well together. Our friends mingled and we all became one big mixed social circle. That was a surprise because we both come from very different financial backgrounds, me being raised in poor/middle class kind of finances, Vanessa and her friends and family being really, really rich. Whoa, you're mingling with the classes?
Ooh.
Crazy.
Ooh, scandal.
Everything was great for the past 3 years.
Except when she cheated.
That's a big asterisk to put on that.
Vanessa cheated on me with some random guy. I don't even honestly know why, nor do I really care to find out.
And that's the way to do it.
Yep. I found out a month ago because I took her phone to call up a friend since mine was inoperable at the time. The first thing I saw when I unlocked her phone was a message popping up about how some guy loved that butt bouncing on him the day before. Ew.
That's kind of
Gross.
icky.
Yuck. I'll spare you the emotional turmoil I briefly went through. And I'll admit, I just put the phone down. Told her I was leaving without telling her why, and I could see she was confused about me just going out like that. I just didn't want to do something I'd regret because I did have anger issues in the past, but have mostly worked past those. She probably found out I saw that message, but since my phone was still in the apartment, there was no way to get in touch with me. I literally just walked around the city for hours until I was so tired that I felt like falling asleep on my feet. We read another story where a guy was just walking around for, he said 50 miles. I don't buy it.
A 50-mile. That guy was walking so fast.
He was walking way
He's
too
walking
fast.
like those Olympic
He
speed
was
walkers.
Went over to a friend's place, stayed with them over the night and the day after I got over to our apartment and talked it out with Vanessa. I told her I wasn't going to be in a relationship with a cheater. And that was that. I didn't ask for details, how it happened, who exactly the other guy was. I just wanted to go away from it all. See, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm breaking up with you.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'm breaking up because you decided to cheat. I don't care what you think about me or what you think about this guy. I don't really care about any of that. You cheated on me.
She wasn't looking to oblige me, crying hysterically, blaming herself, hitting herself in the head because she was, I quote, a stupid, cheating cunt, begging me to not go, that she would do anything to try and fix this. The whole thing she made even more uncomfortable to be around her. And there was a scene in front of our apartment when our neighbors came out to see what the noise was about. Yikes.
Yeah, you should just tell her. The thing you could have done to prevent this was just not
doing it, yeah.
Now you can't do anything about
Too
it.
late. I did manage to get away, but it was unnecessarily complicated with drama. She made her choice to F someone else. I made mine to break up because I don't want to be a cheater. I managed to take away most of my things from the apartment when she wasn't there and hoped that would be that. But if it was, I wouldn't be here now. I mentioned before that Vanessa and her family are rich. She's now using her, and I presume her family's money, in not giving me a single day of some kind of reminder of her. Either I'm getting gifts sent my way at my workplace, or I'm getting letters in the mail and packages, or she just hangs out with one of her friends somewhere where she knows I am. I have no idea how she knows, and this is making me feel paranoid because I keep thinking she might have someone following me. Well, now she's stalking you, trying to get me to talk with her. I have tried talking with local police on the matter, but I've been told, in not so many words, that her family would make sure nothing would be done about it.
All right, here's what you do.
Oh, no, not the rich family.
Here's what you do. You get aggressively weird. All right, we don't get aggressively angry when we see her following us around inconspicuously, or she just so happens to be. You run up to her table like a goblin, like, and then you go until she just leaves.
Yeah.
And then maybe she'll be like, I don't think I like my ex-boyfriend anymore.
Yeah, I don't actually think I want to be with them. That would be concerning.
You gotta out-weird the weird behavior.
Props to the cop for being honest about it, but they could do their job instead.
Well,
Yeah,
see, what,
are they
apparently,
getting freaking bribed? What's up with
when it comes to stalking, a cop's job is just to wait until you're in a ditch, and then they'll do something. That's
yeah,
apparently
they're like,
what
well, wish we could have prevented this.
it is. Yeah. If only there was something we could have done.
Blast. I want to heal, I want to move on, but she's not letting me. And I don't have enough money to just move away somewhere else. She's already blocked or ignored on every possible media I have, But strangely enough, she's not trying to get to me through them anyway. On the other hand, friends are. Every friend she's got, and she has plenty, has asked me to just meet up with her, hear her out, or something else like that.
You should do this.
Is she paying them all?
Do this though, but do it like how Robert Pattinson did it. Robert Pattinson had a stalker. He went to dinner with his stalker. His stalker then stopped caring about him because he went to dinner and the stalker's like asking him questions. He's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like leaving my house. Like, I don't usually like talking to people. Them. I'm like, I like kind of hate most of the things I do and think, and I don't really have any interests. And she was like, oh, you're awful.
That's how you do it, I guess.
And the thing is, in his interviews, he'll be like, yeah, I was just like genuinely just having a conversation. I just decided, I was like, you know what? I will entertain this person. I'm kind of bored, I guess. And then she was like, crazy. Actually, I don't think I want to see you again.
Oh, man. But I'm so tired of that. I'm tired of this kind of crap. I just want it over with. I don't want to hear her speak. I don't want to see her. It won't do me any good. So please, can anyone help me here? How do I move on from someone who won't let me and who has absolutely both the time and money to keep doing it indefinitely? And there is an update. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you're right.
You have to shatter the illusion.
I feel like you're right.
You go to her and you say, all right, we can make this work, but I have a confession. This entire time I've been a furry. I've been a fraud. I've been afraid to tell you.
Oh, I said a furry.
A furry? Oh, I thought you said afraid.
No,
I was thinking that, but I was actually going a step further and I'm going, I'm a diaper boy. I need to be in a diaper at all times.
Yeah, there's a community that exists.
I know.
Oh, okay.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
But yeah, hit her with that. Hit her with that the most earnest way that you possibly can. I need to be in a diaper at all times and I cannot change myself. Because
yeah, and if you're ready for that, we can get back together.
Have you ever met a baby that can change its own diaper? Hello?
Nope.
So
yeah,
my cards are now on the table, babe.
Because like genuinely, you don't have enough money to move. You've tried the police. They aren't working. You've tried to block everyone. They keep finding ways to access to you. She has a lot of money and time.
You could also try shame. You could try like a get ready with me where you just shame your ex-girlfriend.
You do the Amy thing.
Because they're like rich and like probably like well known in the community. So it's like if you start shaming her, maybe she'll just leave you alone because she doesn't want the bad press.
That's another good one. Update. In the end, I set up a meeting with my ex's mother, whom I mentioned in one of my posts when I was replying to people about this whole thing. It was roughly a week after I made my previous post. She knew why we were broken up and completely backed up my decision to break up with her daughter, seeing how much it hurt me. It meant a lot to me, and I guess I never really appreciated her mom being so friendly with me while we were together. I explained to her what had been going on since the breakup. She only knew that the ex was trying to get back together with me, but she didn't know about her showing up at any place I went out, her friends badgering me, or the letters and gifts being sent my way constantly. I came close to tearing up because of how much support she showed me at the time. At one point, she even hugged me and kissed the top of my head like I was a little kid again. I felt both embarrassed and grateful. I just wanted space and time to heal from this crap, and I think she understood as much. All in all, after we got that out in the open, she promised me she would get her daughter back in line, to leave me alone and stop pestering me. We talked a bit more after that, but went our own ways soon after. The ex's pesterment continued for a day or two, and then it completely stopped. No messages, no calls, no sudden appearances where I was hanging out or anything. 3 weeks and nothing from her so far.
Okay.
It's been bliss.
Wonderful.
It's like this huge weight just rolled straight off of me. It's easier to breathe, and I'm not even looking at the door of some place I'm hanging out to see if it's the ex or one of her friends. I didn't even notice that myself. My friends were the ones who brought it up to me. So yeah, this is 1,000 times better than what it was like before. And you know what's 1,000 times better? Every time you watch it. Full episodes, stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. There is a little bit left to the story. Do you have any final thoughts or advice for OP?
Turns out it was just tell mommy all the time.
Turns out it's just tell her mommy.
I still
get in
think
trouble with mommy.
Being maybe like aggressively weird and off-putting could have been the most fun way to go about it for me personally.
Sure.
Maybe OP's not about
You
that
would have
life.
loved that.
I'm about that life.
You are. We know that.
OP is maybe not.
OP's got his own life.
For the general population, I think maybe, yeah, going to the mom or anyone who has some level of authority over her and being like, dude, like,
What is going on?
did you know your daughter, the girl you raised, is doing this to me? We are cool, right?
We're cool. You can fix this, right?
You have something to say to her, maybe? Yeah, but if that doesn't work, bark like a chihuahua.
Exactly. That's the alternative.
Mm-hmm. And tell her you have to wear.
Tell her you have to wear an adult diaper.
You have to wear a diaper, and you would prefer it to be loaded.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
What?
Loaded diaper.
Have
you never seen Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
That was after my time.
No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Nuh-uh.
It was.
Nuh-uh.
It was.
Nuh-uh.
That was after my time.
Wrong.
Right.
It was our
Wrong.
time.
Thank you.
No. The books
It
were our
literally
time,
was.
not the movies.
Yes.
It was our time.
There's a little bit left to this story. I've talked with my ex's mom one more time over the phone, and I thanked her for whatever she did with her daughter. And she was saying it was the least she could do. Near the end of the conversation, she said it would probably be for the best if we didn't speak anymore. It would let me fully move on from this, but that she was sorry it had to come to this and that they, her and her husband, wouldn't see me coming over for Christmas.
not the chat starting to be like, Dakota, it is your time.
It's your time.
You're wrong.
It's your time.
Dang it, dude. I'm just not up on it, man. Oh, I was exposed.
Sucks to
sorry.
suck.
I hope that didn't echo. I'm sorry.
We said our goodbyes, and that was that. So that's it. The pestilence stopped. I'm feeling great, and life's really looking better nowadays. One more time, thank you all, guys and gals, for trying to help me out from the crap pile I found myself in. And folks, that's the end of that story.
Yeah.
And I believe the end of this episode.
It is.
If you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you, and
see you tomorrow.